if we are dealing with business entities, like your customer satisfaction index, your profit margins, your sales, so all of these are part of your business metrics, right? So these are called your business reports. And things that are part of your process metrics are related to the Pega properties, be it your SLAs, elapsed times. So all these which define how your process or how your business is going on, they are part of your process metrics. Who would be working on these reports is, of course, your managers. Managers would be working on the reports, providing insights as and when required. It might be related to the team, it might be related to the transactions, the cases, the SLAs. So we can categorize the reports as public and private as well, depending upon whether you would like to share the details or not. And each report that is created will have a report definition rule in the backend, which is just like your SQL query, correct? And these would actually, these report definitions will actually give us a granular level control of these report definitions, or sorry, of the reports. The first tab just looks like a query where you get to see all the columns involved, the names, and how are you sorting them. So all those are part of the query tab. Next thing that we have seen is the data access tab. So we were able to join two reports using the sub report option. If you remember, we have used a sub report to join to another main report. And of course, you need to have a one common column at least in order to address this, which is like your join, your left join or right join, depending upon the conditions that you have given. It could be a left outer join or a right outer join. You need to define your conditions. On what basis are you looking at the join scenario? And if you remember, we looked into this. So our join condition is related to grade. If at all the grade is same, then I would like to bring in that scholarship data onto the candidate data. Right? We were able to add one column to an existing report. Right? So here the terminology is called a main report and a sub report. But we don't have any rule type called sub report or anything. Just that the terminology is called that. And of course, we can represent our reports in pictorial representations also, provided you have at least one aggregated column. A numeric column, if you have, you can also bring in some chart representations as well. Some pictorial representations could be added. I think that is what we have seen the other day, like the report related aspects. Like if you want to have a pictorial representation, you can also achieve that using the reports. Yeah. I mean, we did not look into it, but just that I'm trying to convey that. So that's like okay, maybe I'll just quickly try to show that. So generally, your reports would be quite useful. I mean, the tabular representation would be useful when I have a limited set of data, right? But if I have huge volumes of data, like 10,000s of records, 20,000s of records are there, I cannot sit and look at each of the record. Right? So then I'll definitely go for the pictorial representations. And for that, the prerequisite is you need to have at least one aggregated numeric column. For example, let me show this. The student report is there. Okay, suppose on this report, let me take the direct. Okay, I'll just save this. Okay, for example, this is the report that I have. Now, once I run it, I'll be able to see a tabular representation, correct? I think how many records are there, I'll see all of them, and depending upon the obviously on your filter conditions. So I see, I think we have filtered it based upon the grade, I guess. Okay, let me remove it. Okay, right now I have got 6 records, and I think the score is decimal. Okay, score is an integer. Fine. So let me go back to the student report. And so I don't want to look at the tabular representation. I want a more representable format. So I'll go for a pictorial representation. Okay, so in order to do that, you have an option called chart, but it says you need to have at least one aggregated numeric column to enable the chart. So aggregated as in any mathematical function, be it maximum of, minimum of, summary of, so any mathematical function applied onto a number column will give you a chart. So I think I'll go with score. So I cannot have SID because that's the primary key here. So what would I represent in the chart taking SID? Instead, I'll take score. Okay, and this is your summary column. What do you like to do with this? So how are you going to represent it? Is it based upon count? So if it is count, then I think let me refresh this. Why do I not see the rest? Okay. I think in the report definition also we have added this issue. Okay, let me remove this. I don't want this to be. Okay, once I save this, I can remove the parameter. I don't have a parameter. Just asking. That's fine, but at least my concern is only on this report definition, right? Let me save this and we'll run it once. Now we see all the 6 records, isn't it? Yeah, okay, fine. So that report definition has got parameters, fine, but here I don't have any. And on the data axis, I'll go to score. And if the score is set to count, which means if at all 2 people have the same score, my count will go to 2. If it is distinct, I'll just have the count as 1, which is not giving me any information as such. I think I'll go to the average. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use the score. Okay, so once I go to chart, yes, now I see include chart. I can deal with pie charts, bar graphs, line charts, gauge charts, different kinds of chart representations are available. Okay, so which one would you like to pick? Okay, let's take a pie chart. And within pie, what do you want? Normal, exploded, donut? I'll take a normal pie chart. Okay, so here is how do you want to group it? Maybe I want to group it by SID. And this the score. Okay, let us save this. We'll run. So what do I see? The scores in both the representation of a visual, picturized representation as well as the table also. You see 72, 90. So according to scores, the average for 101, for the candidate 101, his score is 90%, which is like around 20.69 of the overall score that he has achieved, overall class score. Then I've got 102, 85, which is 19.5%. So if I see for 105, or let's see for 104, it is 60, which has to be less compared with the lot of other. So 104 is for 13%. Likewise, see, this is an average that I think 55 is the least. 106, it has got 12.64. Okay, so according to the kind of data you're looking at, you can choose an appropriate visual representation. It could be a pie chart, bar graph, line charts are there, column charts are there. So whichever works best, we can take it. But the only prerequisite is one aggregated numeric column. Okay, so this is about the pictorial representation. Clear with this?
Yes, clear.
Great. Okay. So then let's go ahead